Thousands of people gathered outside the registration center in Brussels for Ukrainian refugees. Refugees like Anna Pilyavskaya face their latest challenge, registering in a new country and finding a job and housing.
I didn't want to leave my parents, my husband. That's why we were waiting, but every day it became worse. And then my husband told me, we need to save our daughter. You need to leave. Get into the car. We are off.
It took them 3 days to drive from Kyiv to the Hungarian border.
The plan was to find a safe route to stay away from military action, where we could be wounded or shelled. So we took tiny roads, stayed with people we knew for the night, and then continued our journey. One day we only managed to drive for 150 kilometers.
Pilyavskaya and her daughter are staying in Brussels with her husband's business partner. He took them to the registration center, but found it closed much earlier than expected.
They told me it was going to be open until 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's already closed now, so it looks like I've got to drive back home and come back another day.
The registration center can register 2,000 Ukrainian refugees a day and reaches its limit as early as noon, say Belgium authorities. Many spend the night in tents outside, waiting for their turn. Still, refugees say they're grateful for the support.
People here are very sympathetic. My husband posted online asking for help for Ukrainian families, and immediately a Belgian family offered the second floor of their house to a family from Ukraine. The Red Cross stepped in, local churches that offered groceries and all the necessities.
Natalia Ulyanova left Western Ukraine on March 9th and traveled to Brussels to live with her son. As she traveled through the Lviv region, she says air raid sirens went off every day, prompting her to run for cover.
I would hide not in a bomb shelter, but in a basement of our building. I know it was dangerous, but I didn't have a choice. The shelter was far and I have back problems and cannot walk for long.
After she registers at the center, Ulyanova says her son will help her adapt to a new country. But for many other Ukrainians, there is no one here to help. Despite the new EU Temporary Protection Directive that granted Ukrainian refugees a temporary residence permit and the right to work, finding a job is a challenge.
The main problem is the language. I am a teacher, and the only thing I can do now is become a cleaning lady or a babysitter. My professional skills and education do not matter.
Anna's situation is not unique. There are thousands more just like her here in Belgium, and now millions more in other European countries. For Valentina Vasileva in Brussels, Anna VOA News.